Hey friends, it's summer. It's been a bit since I've kind of put a pause on writing patterns for the library because that class is kind of on hold. But a friend recently purchased a jar cozy from me, and she wants to put her own charm on it and wanted to know how exactly I do that. Before I even got into teaching and pattern writing or whatever, am I doing that, I guess? I make things to sell. One of the things I make and sell the most are cup cozies for like the paper cups that you get to go or the reusable plastic ones that you take with you from home. Anywho, so she wants to know how I put my charms on, how I would put a charm on a mug. So, truth be told, I haven't done this since, on mugs specifically, since I made teacher gifts for my son's teachers a couple years ago. So, we are going to do this together. So most of the jars I make are in a spiral because it makes this cool pattern and it's really fast to work in a spiral. You can see another cozy. Sometimes it's got one attachment at the top and sometimes it's got two. $8, if you want one. So this has an attachment point in two places. Some have four. I haven't found those lately. They don't make my favorite one anymore. Anyway, so here's some charms that I got. This one's from Michael's. It came in a set, and this one's from Hobby Lobby. You want to see what it says? I'll stop moving it. Anyway, it's pretty cool. So, and then I've got some scrap yarn. Don't use scrap yarn. Use yarn that matches your project. But I'm just kind of winging it this morning because she wants to get this done over the next couple of days to give to a teacher. You'll need a crochet hook to pull your stuff through your project. A yarn needle to weave in your tails, and then some snips. These scissors are way fun. I got these at Hill Country Weavers this summer in Austin, and they are pretty serious. Anyway, so you'll need to take the cozy. Sorry, I'm like all up in the camera. This is a newish phone. I've not done a video on this phone yet. Because this is worked in a spiral, it's kind of an illusion that the rows look like they're straight across. They're a little slanted, but you'll be okay. So what you want to do is kind of figure out where you want your charm to be. I like to make them either exactly halfway or a little bit toward the top, kind of like where you'd center a letter on a page. That's pretty nerdy. So in this case, I would probably back it up. Sorry, I'm a goof this morning. Sweet pickles. Okay, here we go. I would kind of put it here probably. Yeah, kind of a little bit toward the top of halfway. And then maybe, this sort. Yeah, I would do like right here. But that's just me. If you're into something else or you want to add multiple charms to one, you can stagger them kind of around or whatever. I'll tell you, be mindful of someone holding the thing to drink from it. These are silicone lids you can get on Amazon. They're pretty stinking awesome. So if they're going to hold it, they probably want the charm out. Nobody wants to put their hand on a charm. It's my kitchen. So just be mindful of that. You may not want to put charms all the way around. Anyway, just there you go. And everyone's like, get on with it, Summer, hurry up. So once you kind of decide where you want to be, and I'll do this one, two, I mean, you're smart people. You can kind of tell how to attach it with two. Yeah, I'll show you how to do two. Sorry, you're like, wow, she's winging it. She sure is. Okay, so I kind of want it here. And you know what? Maybe I'll get a stitch marker, since it'll look a little different. That's a really big one. Sweet pickles. There we go. So I'll kind of say, you know what? I like this row. So I'm gonna hook it here. There we go. What? Okay. So take your jar out. And then you're going to need to thread, your yarn through this guy. That is not for the faint of heart. I am looking for a needle threader. Here we go. This guy. man, game changer. There we go. So yeah, what you're going to need to do is get some, here's some just extra yarn I've got lying around. Again, winging it. Love you guys. So you're going to want a piece that's maybe like, I don't know, 8 inches or whatever, because you want plenty of room for tails. Come on, scissors. And then you want 2, because that's the 2 attachment points. Yeah, thanks for your patience. I know the biggest criticism my videos get, which, like, love you guys, it's totally cool, is that it takes forever to get on with it. But some people are like, thanks for being thorough. So, like, you can make me talk faster, or you can skip all this stuff if you're like, no doy, hurry. Thanks for your patience. So threading this through here, not my idea of a good time. So I use this bad boy. Anybody who's old school and threaded needles, you stick it through here, and then I hope you can see this. I'm pretty sure you can. You stick the yarn through that right there, and then you gently, because this is wire, this is not attached with welding, it's just kind of in there, so you kind of want to pull it lovingly through, and then gently, because this wire will come out. That's a bummer, but they're inexpensive. But just treat your stuff well and you won't have to buy as many. Thanks, Mom. Okay. So putting this through again, make sure you get all of them. If you only get a couple of the ply stringies, you'll be bummed out when you kind of strip it. I've done that a lot. Okay. So you kind of even them out, and here you go. Very, very exciting here. Live simply. Just a good life advice. So then you're going to kind of want to put it where you want it. And then, so I kind of chose this row, and you can kind of see the bottom. So you're like, nope, that looks really great. Fully into that. So you're going to want to thread, where are we at? Did I say this row? I think I want to go the row below. Do you, man? All right. So I'm going to go the row below. And so you're just going to thread this through. What you want to do is tie this around one of the posts. Now these are single crochets, so singles have super short posts. So, and it's going to be kind of tricky, because I rarely do this with these cozies. Sorry. You're like, wow, she has no idea what she's doing. Some days. So I'm going to just poke it through here. This one, this back one. Make sure you don't pull it through your project. I've done that and it bums me out. So you've got it around that one, and now I want this to be in that hole. So I go through the underside. This video is going to take away any credibility I had with you before. You're like, wow, she's a mess. She sure is, which means anybody can do this. So get started, man. Cool. So now you've got it around. Now I'm kind of glad I did contrasting yarn. See, that was on purpose. All right. So you've got that kind of going on. And then my stitch marker, I'm going to remove him because he's outdated. And a boy, apparently. So pull my strings through, and I want to get in that same row. So right around here, you kind of got to just trace it and go, okay, cool. That's kind of where I'm headed. And then you just get to decide what post you want to go around. And for me, it looks like this one is a good bet. If you want to err on the side of caution, go in. It would be better for these to be close together than to be too far apart, because when you put your project on your jar or on your cup, these stitches will stretch. And so if they stretch, that's good. Then this will be normal. But if it stretches and these are really far apart, they're like, whoa there. Play with it. See what you want to do. But that's just kind of what I've found. I'm going to go for this one in particular. So you come in, and again, you want to pin it down so you don't pull the whole thing through. And pull that guy through. And then you kind of pull it from the back and see if you're into that, if it looks good to you. So You're like, man, all up in my chili. Here we go. Okay. So I'm digging that. I think that that's a pretty good distance. That's actually pretty stinking close to perfect. Huge fan. Okay. And so now I'm going to tie it off. So gently, because these aren't knotted, gently turn your project inside out. And if you want me to show you how to make these things, I totally can. It's easy peasy. These are just pint jars. Get them at Walmart, maybe Target if there's a sale. Don't shop at anywhere more expensive. I don't want to be ugly, but like, save your money, people. You've got yarn to buy. Okay, so you got your stuff and you pull it pretty tight. I mean, don't go crazy, but yeah. And so you make a square knot, which is, you just kind of pick one. So I go left over right. See how the left one is over on the top? And then tie it. And then you go right over left and tie it. And if you tie like a regular bow like that, it'll keep your bow from being wonky. I learned that way too late in life. All right, left over right, right over left. Because if you do left over right, it doesn't hold. Again, who knew? So then you get your yarn needle. I mean, you guys are smart people. You know how to weave in tails. It's like the worst. So just kind of, yeah, I'm not showing you. That's someone else has made a video on that and you love them. So go find them. And you know how to weave in tails. So yeah, you just kind of shimmy the tails kind of wherever you want, but I'm gonna flip it inside out and show you back, what it looks like and put my jar in. So pretty cool. And again, use yarn that matches. So maybe on this one, use pink and this one use red if yours is kind of swirly. And if you're like, Summer, I don't have yarn that matches, what am I gonna do? Man, get a contrasting color that goes and be like, look, I did that on purpose. That's totally in right now. I think I say that for everything because I think everything's kind of in. Because being your own person is in. Am I right? All right. Kind of pull back here. So, pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty centered. Kind of exciting. And so then whenever they drink from it, they've got this and they can show everybody. Live simply, y'all. So yeah, that's a 12-minute video on something pretty simple. Sorry for all you people that want me to go faster. You can just fast forward through halfway. I love you guys. So yeah, if you just do one, same thing, except you're gonna want to like kind of do it top to bottom, or side to side. It just depends on how your little loop, if your loop is this way or if it's got another little jump ring around the top. But you are super smart people. Now that you've got the basics, you can sell things, because that's what's up. Questions, comments, snide remarks, maybe just questions and comments. Be sweet to me. In the comments, I guess, or you can find me on Facebook and send me a message. That's cool too. All right, loves. I hope that helped. See you later. Bye.